Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered! Today it's going to be a match between Light and herO here on Circuit Breakers. Bottom right hand corner is the red Terran player. It is Light! Such an incredibly good player. And in the top left it is another incredibly good player here. It is herO. These players have played before, man. And yes, it reminds me of an epic with an exclamation mark tag cast that I put up on the channel maybe a couple months ago now. And yes, if you want the link, let me know. I'll put it in the description or just respond to you in the comments, because again, I read every single comment everybody makes on any of my videos at any time. If you went back to 2015 or back to the 2015 videos that I posted and posted a comment on it, I will see it. Okay? Alright, so this is going to be a Patreon cast for patreon.com/Falcon Paladin for everybody who is subscribed to me over there for at least $1 a month. I appreciate you guys. If you're seeing it the week of July the 1st, and if you're seeing it about 4 weeks after that, then hello YouTube. You could have seen this a month earlier. FalconPaladin.com/ oh my gosh, Patreon.com/Falcon Paladin. I'm so used to saying just like Twitter.com/Falcon Paladin. I'm out there. Facebook.com/Falcon Paladin. I don't know what FalconPaladin.com is. That's not even a website, man. That doesn't exist. I do have a funny story to tell, though, as we're 12 hatching here from herO, and definitely proxy barracksing here a little bit is Light. This is an aggressive barracks, and the 12 hatch is going to make it hard for herO to hold this off. But funny story, a couple of years ago, somebody approached me on Reddit and was like, hey, man, I have the Falcon Paladin subreddit. I'll sell it to you. And I just laughed. Ha ha ha. I said, I don't care. I'm not going to buy a subreddit from you. And then he was like, oh, okay, well, here it is then. And he gave me control. So I wasn't bluffing or anything. I straight up I still haven't done anything with it. It exists, mind you, but I don't think anyone can even post there unless they have admin approval, which is me. So, I don't know. Maybe people are interested in a subreddit. If so, let me know. Maybe I'll allow people to post things. Anyway, we are sending Marines across the map. SCVs scouted the wrong directions twice, which means these in the top left. Your Zerg opponent is cross-spawned on you, which kind of sucks, but hey, you do what you can do. Time to throw down a bunker, friend. Ready, get set, and go. Bunker timing, really well done here. Look at under 100 minerals here for Light. I think the drone saw that. Oh yeah, because all the drones got pulled off. Yep, awareness is here. Did he pull... He pulled all of the drones but 2 off the line. He's worried about this, as well he should be. Look at this. He is chasing these Marines way off, way out of here. We're just buying time for the Lings to come out because there are 2 sets on the way. Ooh, that SCV snuck over. He's going to try to finish this bunker. The drones are like, do we kill the Marines? Or do we kill the... Oh, the SCV pulled off. Get up there, Light. Finish the bunker, man. You can do it. I guess it doesn't really matter if these guys get backed into a corner and all murder. But look at the body blocks by the SCVs. These Marines, man. 3 kills on that one. 1 kill there. Doing some good work. But now the Lings are out. Now your bunker's in trouble. Now your Marines are in a lot of trouble. Everybody's going to die. And we'll see how many Zerglings can go down before all 4 of these Marines die, because there were a bunch of them. Look at this control. Not bad. Really not bad here. Moving back, firing, moving back, firing, and everybody, all the Marines are dead, but only 1 of the Zerglings survived. That was insanely sick control from Light. He cancels the bunker. He's really not walling off at all either, which I'm a little bit concerned about, because there are Zerglings on the field. Not that there's going to be speed anytime soon, because there is no gas, but all right, man, he's going to throw up a bunker at the front, which is it enough is the question. Again, the SCV body block with the Marines is going to be pretty fantastic. And this isn't a Ling flood by any stretch. herO is making drones back home, but he's going to try to put some pressure on Light and make him think twice about just, like, throwing down a command center, which he's doing, by the way. So, yeah, now you have 4 Lings, and you got 4 Marines in a bunker. You're just not getting through that. Again, if it was more Zerglings, that would be problematic. But I like the positioning of the bunker. It covers the ramp, and it also covers coming around the outside, too. So, well played. Well played there by Light. The counterattack really didn't do anything. And herO lost a lot of mining time. So, I mean, it's 23 to 16 workers right now in favor of the Terran player. He's a little bit oversaturated at his main base right now, just a tiny bit. He's making an academy because those fire bats are nice and the medics are nice. And the SCV is here to scout out the lair timing because there's no third base, man. There is not a third base. I'm not sure that Light is aware of that, but we're aware of that. This is going to be Mutalisks without question. Could just be a Lurker Rush, I guess, or it could be both. Porque no los dos is what some Zerg players say and go for Mutalisk Lurker, which is always kind of fun. So macro hatch before anything else, really. Now, there we go. Lair timing starts now at 5 minutes. SCV doesn't know about it. Is SCV going to be able to get down there and scout that is the question. The Lings are trying to head that off. Look at this. The Lings are like, I'm not going to allow you to go south here because you'll see my lair timing, and that's good information to have. Also, you'll see that I have a second gas already, which indicates a lot of Mutalisks. And the SCV jukes makes his way down to the natural base and says, aha, lair and second extractor coming in now. Which means this is not 4 or 5 Mutalisks. This is 9, 10, possibly 11 Mutalisks or more. So he should be prepared for it. There have been players that have been caught entirely by surprise by that many mutas. But not light. Not today. Let's see when his engineering bay gets started. But for now, it's really just bio. 3 barracks. It's not like 6 barracks or anything like that. Just 3 barracks opening with fire bats, with marines. Eventually, this group is going to be pretty scary. Metabolic boost is finishing up right now. There's a handful of Lings out just for scouting purposes and picking off individual units that are running around on the map, like this SCV is, for example. Or this guy that's separated from the rest of the group, for example. But no, they do. They pull back. They wait for their bud. Hold position on that Zergling. Gets him killed, unfortunately. And yeah, it's creep colony time. So right now, he really doesn't have the Zerglings, I don't think, to handle this. The control here by light is really good, I say, as he loses a Marine. Is he going to lose a Marine? I don't know, but he's stimming and he's going for it. He knows there's no Sunkens yet, man. They don't take that long to build, and they're almost done. Throws up an evolution chamber to block off a little bit here. All the Lings die, but it buys time for the Sunkens to finish. And now 2 Sunkens are enough for this, especially with the evolution chamber in the way. Very nice. Really, really well played there. Spire coming up in a position that is not likely to be scanned by light. Got more bio cruising across the map here. There's a factory, so it's not just going to be straight bio. Although, you know, you do get a factory to get the starport, to get the science vessels, right? So this could be a 6-rack style play with science vessel support. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Spire about to finish, and look at that gas. 900 gas in the bank. Indicates we're going to make a bunch of Mutalisks. There's 6, there's 7. We're almost at 8. Oh, focusing down. He's going for it, man. He's trying to jump on top of these Sunkens. The Lings are hitting the Marines directly here. Oh, no, none of... Okay, one of the Sunkens does go down. The remaining one, however, still here. And that was not really well done by light, unfortunately. Huh. Meanwhile, back home, we've got turrets up. We're working on +1 attack for those Marines. These SCVs are hanging out. Go to work, Lights SCVs. This happens, man. This happens to players, even the very best. Even Flash has idle SCVs from time to time when, for example, Lings are cruising into your front door and you're worried about other stuff. There we go. Now they're working. Yeah. Where this would be 1 turret if it was like 5 Mutalisks, this is going to be 2 turrets. And this is going to be 4 turrets. Yeah. He's prepared for the Mutalisks. Light knows. He's known what was coming for quite some time now. Alright, Muta's trying to see what they can do here. And the answer is... not a lot. They're getting a couple SCVs here and there, as is tradition. It's hard to protect all your SCVs from these guys, but having 4 missile turrets kind of makes it easier, it turns out, as 1 Mutalisk does go down in the process. Other ones are at the front to replace the ones that are dead. Thus far, I think he's going to go for 11 here. We're looking at 3 plus 7. Yeah, that's 10. At least. Stack them up, stack them up. I'm going to go in again. Look at these Marines. I don't know about this, guys. I am questioning what you're into. I can't even get that 1 missile turret. Nice defense from Light. As the Mutas are in a varying shade of hurt here. 3rd base coming up bottom left for herO. It is late because he invested so much into these Mutas, and I'm not sure they did enough. I mean, again, they did force Light to stay home for some time. They did force him to build a ton of missile turrets, but the resources required to build these missile turrets are less than was required to build these Mutalisks, especially for the gas income. Lurker aspect on the way. That is a Queen's Nest, and that is a Hive, ladies and gentlemen. We have a 9-minute Hive coming in from herO, and I kind of love it a lot. Look at this drone transfer. Very brave drone transfer heading on down, and that's a scan. He did scan. Nice. I caught it. Yep, he did scan the bottom left-hand base, so he knows it's here. So he might try to go kill that thing. We'll see. I like the high ground Mutalisks right there. Not bad. A couple Marines do go down. We're down to 8 Mutalisks. One of them has all of 17 HP. But yeah, man, Hive, we're going to be rushing to Defilers in this game. herO is not interested in messing around with like a Lurker Muta style or anything. He is going directly for Defilers, and based on the upgrade pathing so far, of which there has been none, but the +1 Carapace could really be anything, so we'll keep an eye on that. But he does love his Ultralisks. He has in the past. Anyway. Muta's just trying to make sure they know where this army is. If they decide to march across the map and do some stuff, it could be really dangerous. But marching across the map is hard to do when there's this many Mutalisks flying around, and they have Scourge support for the Science Vessels that are out already for light. So 7 Lurkers in production. And a Defiler Mound coming in, and a Nidus Canal, which is probably going to connect. Yeah, the third base to the natural would be my guess. Just so these transfers are not necessary anymore, right? Necessary. Oh, the Irradiate! Split, split, split! Not splitting! Oh my gosh, this split is so bad! Okay, that was a terrible split. Like, really bad. These Mutas are extremely injured, and Light is pushing up, man. You have a couple Lurkers. You don't have any Dark Swarm, and I have Detection, and nothing here can shoot up, my friend. herO is in some trouble. herO is in some trouble, ladies and gents. All right. You got to jump on this at some point. When the tanks are on siege, it's a pretty good time. Lurkers and Mutas coming from the backside. Lurkers getting focused down before not doing much of anything else there. The Muta's just getting evaporated right now. The Lurkers doing what they can against this ground army, just taking tons of Mutalisks with them there too. Oh, jumping on top of the tanks, and there's really not much left for Light anymore. Just barely cleaned up there. Oh, Nidus Canal getting focused down, but just 2 Marines are not going to be enough, and the Lurkers helping with that too. Wow, that was a tight hold for herO. What a boss hold there. Light almost killed him. Light almost killed him right there. Not able to pull it off, though. In the end, still 2 basing it. Killing his own missile turrets because they're messing with the pathing on the Vespene Geysers. Even this one, really. He knows the Mutas are gone, so he's like, anti-air, pah. Who cares about anti-air? I don't know. Is there another macro hatch coming up? Where is there a hatchery? Oh, yeah, look at that. Another macro hatch in the main. Love it. Support it from herO quite a bit. Lurkers ready to rock. Scourge. Nope. They are going after this dropship, but the Marines are already out, so that's not going to happen for you guys. Dropship sneaking, sharking around down this way, trying to get some stuff done. We'll keep an eye on those guys as well as we can. Scourge waiting for them to come in so they can murder them in the face, though. Drones moving into the Nidus and popping out of the third base instantly, as Nidus Canals allow them to do. I don't even know what these guys are doing. Oh, that may be 1 Scourge hit on that dropship. Waited too long, and now no hits. But the Scourge are not dead. They will live to fight another day. 4th hatch coming in here from herO. Burrowing in some Lurkers to defend against it. Plagues being researched. Defilers on the way. Adrenal Glands coming in. And +1 melee, which is a good tell about Ultralisks. If you're going +1 melee attack at this part of the game, you're probably going to go for them Ultras at some point. Oh, Zergling's actually going to catch a... Almost caught a Vulture there. That's kind of embarrassing. Don't want to do that. Don't want to die to, like, 4 Zerglings if you're a Vulture by any stretch whatsoever. So, additional factories in production. This could be... Oh, yeah. The barracks are moving out. This is a factory transition from Light, which we've seen him do great things with against Zerg players like herO in the past. So at this stage of the game, Plague, additional Scourge here, and Light heading down to siege up this 4th base, and there's really not much here other than these Lurkers, which will delay this push. He irradiates the Defiler, who tosses up a Dark Swarm before he dies. Scourge not getting hits there, irradiating these Lurkers. A couple of them are going to go down. 3, 2. 2 of them go down, but 2 of them enough to hold on right now. Light doesn't want to deal with that. You think he can sneak past? Just worried about more Dark Swarm would be my guess. Another Nidus Canal coming up right now. Oh, the dropship does drop inside the main base, which means the Lings have to respond to this, which means the front door is not as well defended. I like the drop play. Here they come. They're going to try to take the ramp is my guess, but no. Not going to happen. The Lurkers managed to get up here and burrow. Science Vessel has enough energy for an irradiate, but the Scourger coming in. The dodging is so good. Yo! Oh, does go down. Loses one Science Vessel there after dodging like his life depends on it, as it kind of did. Oh, that Defiler got nothing done. These two Lurkers protected because they're not next to each other, so there's no splash damage to take by this tank fire. So good. Ah, another Science Vessel goes down. Light, a little bit lazy, man. I do like the vision from both players, though. There are just red and white spots all over the map right now. Zerglings in places where Light might expand. Vultures checking places where herO might expand. 3 more factories in production, and it looks like Light is kind of just, as these guys get wiped out in the main base, just kind of content to sit here and contain herO on 4 bases, which seems fine. Ah, the Dark Swarm's up. The Lurkers and the Lings are in right now. There's the scan, but it doesn't help as much when the Lurker's under the Dark Swarm and you don't have any fire bats. And it does shove Light off of his porch just a little bit. He wants to take a 3rd base, Light does, but there's a Zergling in the way at that 3 o'clock position. That's hilarious. These barracks exist for scouting, but they also exist because that way maybe Scourge will fly themselves into the barracks and die, rather than taking down things like, I don't know, Science Vessels and dropships, for example. Ultralisk Cavern on the way from herO. I see you. I see you. Meanwhile, factory production, lot of vultures down this way. Is that Overlord speed? I think that's Overlord speed. Oh yeah, further upgrades for the Ultras, for sure. And Light trying to take this top right-hand base too. I like it, man. He's going to be on 4 bases while the Zerg player's on 4 bases. I keep assuming he's going to expand down here, but it's really just Spider Mines holding the line right there. 2 more hatcheries coming up. Like, the macro hatches are a little bit through the roof right now. Yeah, Vulture's not bad against Lurkers, as it turns out. Whoa, we're just sending Lings out, man. They got adrenal glands. They got 2-1. They are not messing around right now. Look at this. Look at all these Zerglings. Partially, they're here to clear out Spider Mines with their little fragile bodies. But partially, they're going to try to take out this top right-hand base, which they're scouting because there's an Overlord present. The Vultures are trying to hold them off as well as they can. The Spider Mines are trying to help with that, too. Just catching some of the reinforcements in the middle of the map. This is just a make a bunch of Zerglings and A-move them up to this top right-hand corner, and we'll see how this works out. Which I don't think it works out super-duper well, unfortunately, as all these Vultures are present. And they do have +1 attack, but guess who got some Lings into the 3rd base a little bit, did some work there. Another group cruising up with their upgrades continuing to be increased all the time. Oh, how did a Defiler get up here? Where'd it come from? Oh, Dark Swarm changes the everything in this scenario, and suddenly the Lings are a lot scarier. Tank gets sniped down. Vultures are still pretty good at fighting. They are very smartly staying out. That factory might be in a bit of trouble here. We'll see. Eventually, it will get taken down. Look at this. More Lings just pouring out. Charon boosters on the way with Goliaths in production from Light, which we can't see. There we go. That is so buggy. So buggy sometimes. Lings jumping on top of the Vultures are trying to pull up the ramp, give themselves a choke to defend with right now. More Lings continuing to just cruise out onto the map. The Vultures are holding their own. I want to know where that Defiler came from. I do not know. Did it walk? Did it walk across the map? Whoa, okay. Tank's making sure the Lings are not going to make it to that top right-hand corner. And this tank count is getting a little bit scary. But there are 11 Ultralisks in production right now for herO. 11 Ultralisks. Holy smokes. Okay, Overlords. Do they have drop? Oh, they have drop. Okay, so they're dropper lords with speed. Maybe he dropped a Defiler up here, but there were turrets, man. I don't know. Look at him sneaking. Look at him sneaking these Overlords, man. He's on a mission to drop and have Light not recognize what's happening. That's another attempt to drop. These Goliaths are shutting down pretty effectively. Taking some missile turret hits. He can live with that. He's going to try to get lurkers up here with Dark Swarm. This is so insane from herO. Whoa, Valkyrie's in production. Okay. All right. Valkyrie to deal with the Dropper Lord play, interestingly enough. Lurkers burrow in. Oh, he just plagues and he Dark Swarms. That's so sick. That's so sick. Where the heck are these Valkyries, though? What are you doing? Valkyrie prepared indeed. Comsat station, a natural enemy of the Lurker, is taking some direct hits there. The Valkyrie's going to reveal themselves is my question. I don't know that they killed many SCVs. A lot of these are injured because they did get plagued pretty effectively. Dude, just more Lings cruising across the map right now. Look at him, Lurker dropping the middle of the map. He's trying to take down these tanks, which don't really actually have any support, but they are backed up by themselves enough that I think they're going to be okay. But, like, no Goliaths and no Vultures at all. Okay, the Ultras are coming now. And there are the Valkyries. What are you doing? What an interesting idea here versus a drop-heavy Zerg player, which, again, you have to drop against a meching Terran to win. That's what I've seen more often than not. Oh, this group of tanks in a bit of trouble. The northern group of tanks in a spot of trouble as well. I don't know if there's enough here from herO to take out both of these groups of siege tanks, but suddenly it is. Suddenly, maybe it is right here. More reinforcing Ultralisks coming in. Dark Swarm getting tossed up. This right side base in a lot of trouble. This Ultralisk just pathing like an idiot, as they do. Plague getting tossed down on these tanks. The Ultralisk's getting extra damage. That poor Ultra got plagued too. A casualty of war. 12 o'clock base has been taken here. I believe there were some Vulture attacks up there earlier. The Ultra is chasing the SCVs from the 3 o'clock base all the way up into the top right-hand corner right now at that 4th base location. Defiler gets sniped off. Good sniping there by Light. He's holding. And a lot of Ultras are going down, but oh no, Lurker's getting burrowed right here is so disastrous. This is where all your units want to come out. And Lurker Dark Swarm burrow in that location is terrible. SCV's taking huge hits. They are just lucky these aren't StarCraft 2 Ultralisks that do splash damage with their tusks. That is a terrible situation for those SCVs to find themselves in that particular place. It is 70 to 48 workers. herO's on 48 drones. The Valkyrie is just trying to find stuff to do. I mean, I guess they have like 6 or 7 kills combined, but they can't help against Ling Ultra. And look, herO's just like, all right, whatever. You're going to spend resources on Valkyries? Fine. I'll stop dropper lording then, and we'll just run stuff across the map and murder you in the face. Dude, this 4th base is in an immense amount of trouble all of a sudden. These Ultralisks are mean. They have 6 armor and +2 attack. 15 more Lings in production. The Valkyries are like, what, guys, what do we do? I guess we could find Overlords to kill, but here's one. And there's your good game. Light taps out. He knew. He lost his 3rd base. There's a Lurker here. He lost his 4th base. He lost his 5th base, and he was just not keeping up with the 5-basing Zerg player on 50 drones. And just mass Zergling Ultra with a smattering of Defilers trying to help things out there. Wow. That was beautiful. What a fantastic match from herO. Wow, that was so good. That was so fun. herO, you're one of my favorite Zerg players, man. You have earned the distinction of being one of my favorites. And really, after that pressure, which didn't do much from Light, right? So he came up here, pressured the natural base, got shut down. He pressured the 4th base, got shut down. Didn't really kill much of anything at all, and attacked the 12 o'clock base. But again, didn't get the hatch and didn't kill many drones, I don't think. And if you're not going to slow down herO enough, then this will happen to you, and suddenly you don't have enough tanks, and your transition isn't quite fully ready to go yet. You don't have the 35 tanks you need. You're not out assaulting bases. You're in the middle of the map. And when that happens, yeah, it's really hard to win versus an elite Zerg player with Lings and Ultralisks and Defilers. So, great game. I don't know if Light lost because of the Valkyries, but it was an interesting choice. I mean, I guess it shut down the drops. Right? herO wasn't doing any more drops, basically. So, But again, the Valkyries, once they're done, not as useful as they would like to be, I believe is the correct way to say that. So hit that like button if you enjoyed that match. That was awesome. That was a lot of fun for me, and I hope it was a lot of fun for you. So end of the day there, we're looking at 138,000 points for Light, 156,000 points for herO. 600 units produced by herO here. Ended up killing about 400, which is a good ratio for a Zerg. If you're going to try to win against an Elite Terran like Light. Gas mined way more from herO, more minerals mined from Light, and more total spent by herO by about 4,000 resources, which, yeah, that could be enough. I think those Ultras were very cost efficient. Usually Zerg units aren't that efficient, but Ultras are so tanky and so fast they can pay for themselves more easily than things like Zerglings or Lurkers can sometimes. I guess Lurkers can if they can chomp up a huge amount of bio, but... Anywho, all right. Well, that's going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered and a Patreon cast. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. If you like what you saw and what you heard today, you can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.